I know Jamie's tried too.
How are you all doing? Are you well?
Welcome back. We are just thrilled that you are here.
Yeah, thank you.
That we have some great information to share that you'll find helpful, especially knowing that your poor little guy is trying to recuperate. And
yes, I know I've really missed you. It's been great to dial in. So yeah, thank you.
All right, so we should probably get right into it because we are 1 minute into the hour. Oh, such is here. All right, great. Welcome, Catherine. Welcome, Angela. Welcome, Lisa. Darlene, so good to see you. It's like old home week with Yvonne and Darlene here.
All right, Lisa connected. Looks like Catherine might be having trouble connecting to her audio, but hopefully she can hear us. It's so nice to have everyone here today. We always appreciate you ladies.
Absolutely. So should we get into what we're going to do today is we're going to do a topic for about 15 minutes, share some exciting things with you, and then we're going to open it up for questions like we normally do and support you as best we can.
Absolutely. And so our topic, if you saw the email, was 3 reasons we meditate with animals, 3 ways, 3 benefits of meditating with animals. And this comes out of a workbook that Leah put together for us. And it's
we both did. You did a lot of the copy. We put it together.
And so anyway, we'll talk about that because I think it's really valuable and it helps maybe explain what we do a little better. But so what are the benefits, and I'm sure you guys have a list of them as well. Well, one reason, one benefit that we get when we meditate with animals, as we all know, is we support them emotionally. We support the animals emotionally. We can give them love and food and exercise and fancy beds and all of that. But sometimes, they need more than that. They need that extra emotional support to help them heal from injury, whether that's physical or emotional, or to calm them in a crisis. A lot of us, I know, get rescue animals. They need a little extra support sometimes. And that's one of the benefits of meditating with them. It supports them emotionally.
Absolutely.
And then another benefit is when we meditate with animals, we also receive benefits. And I think that's really powerful. And if we look back when, the system of Reiki was created, it was for the person, for spiritual enlightenment. And we get benefits. We truly make this connection with unconditional love. And we just learn to let go of our hurt and our anger and our resentment. And we find peace. And we can live a more joyful life by meditating with animals. And then lastly, our third benefit is we increase love and compassion in the world around us. And I know you've heard us say this before, and you guys have probably said it. If stress is contagious, which we know it can be, we know certain people that make us really stressed out. Well, if it's contagious, so is peace. And when we learn to become peaceful and calm, we influence everyone around us. And, that has the power to create beautiful changes in the world.
And I think it's really important for us to remember that, in fact, Ri, who is a Japanese, she lives in Japan and she is a Japanese vet, and she is a Sarah teacher. She said there is the law of mirrors. So when we are stressed, stress is mirrored back to us, right? And usually it's our animals that mirror it back to us. But when we are peaceful, we can mirror peace, and peace will be mirrored back to us. So it's really interesting when we think about that, right? And that's how, when we are in our practice of animal Reiki, we always say, you know, watch what the animal is doing. Like if you're with a horse, the horse steps back, you should step back, you know, you mirror each other, right? But it's also in our emotions that there is a mirroring. And so if we get peace a lot of times, I believe, because when we sit with the animals and we let go of our anger, we let go of our worry, right? We're in the energy of the precepts. Now we're in this beautiful place of peace. Then the animals feel it, and we're in this constant mirroring back, right? They're feeling peaceful, we're feeling peaceful. They feel good, we feel good. So it's really this beautiful mirroring system, which I loved that phrase of saying it that way, because it's so true, and it's easy to see that. It's easy for us to realize that when we are stressed and things start going negative around us, it's like, oh, whoa, what am I putting out there? Am I putting out stress, or am I putting out peace? And then when we put out peace, we're like, oh, wow, everything just seems to flow a lot easier. And it really helps our animals, because we always have to remember, you know, scientifically, we're more energy than we are mass. But because we have millions of cells, it seems like we're very solid, right? But really we are energy. So we're these huge energy balls. And if we are energy balls coming at someone, you know, with anger or fear or worry, and we've all experienced this, then what is it like, you know, the people, the animals are like, whoa, wait a second. And you don't even have to be like close to somebody to start feeling that. But if we can use our practice, and especially like when we're sitting with animals, we start to build that peace within us. Now our energy is huge and it's peaceful. Now, after sitting with an animal, we feel really good. We feel happy. They're peaceful. We're peaceful. And now we go out out and do our day, and we exude peace. So it's really like a step process, right? We come to the animals because we want to help them. But then in that process of sitting and meditating and helping, we become peaceful. And then what happens when we become peaceful? We start to spread the peace. So it's really a 3-step process that we do. And it's very passive, but yet so incredibly powerful and effective.
Absolutely. That's so well put, Leah. I love that. The law of mirrors. That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, it was the first time I heard it too. She shared that with me yesterday. And I was like, oh, wow, that is really great. Because we were talking about all is well and how we use that mantra, all is well. And I asked her, what would all is well be in Japan? And she said, well, I don't use all is well. What I use is the law of mirrors. And that's what she teaches her students is, you know, what we mirror is what we get back, right? So what we put out is what is mirrored back to us. That is the law of mirrors. Hello, Mary Lynn.
Hi, everybody.
So glad you
Hi,
could join
Leah.
us. We're talking about
Yes.
the 3 reasons why we meditate with animals and why we
Oh.
should meditate with animals.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. Good. I have my 2 with me. They're right
Nice.
here. They know. They love
Yep, it's that
Reiki.
time.
Yep.
So
it's that
we also
time.
wanted to share another exciting thing. Jamie, you want to share that?
Well, do you want to put it up on your screen first?
Well, why don't you tell them first and then I'll share it.
So what Leah and I have done and are going to do, so we have a very comprehensive workbook that we put together for part of the introduction to animal Reiki class. And we really think it could benefit everyone. So once we get this in a form where you can use this and put your own logo on, we want to make it available to you for a very small price. And that you can use, take it, put your logo, you know, do that type of thing. And hopefully this is really going to help you.
Yeah, it's a guide that you can personalize.
Yes.
So in order to personalize it, all you have to do is set up a free Canva account. You're going to get a template when you pay. I think we're selling it for $15. It's either $15 or $20. We were thinking maybe we would charge $20 and give $5 to Sarah to help support it.
Oh,
And that way we can spread the word through Sarah as well about this to really help support people as much as possible. But it'll be, you know, at some minimal price. But with that $20, you can take that guide, put your own logo in it, change the colors, put your own personal photographs in there, and use it to give out to people. Either you can do a class like at a shelter or with the public, it is going to be a really wonderful supplement for all of you to use. So I'll share my screen so we can,
So you can see it. Here it is.
yeah,
Like a drum roll.
I know, right? I want to get to the first page because I had it on that. Had it on a second. So let's get the drum roll going. Here is our big, and some of you have seen this. I think we've shared this before, but here it is. This is an introduction to animal Reiki. I'm going to change the picture. That's me and my dog, and I don't think everybody wants to necessarily have me and my dog on there. I think we'll do one where there's two people with their animals or something. But it's a step-by-step guide to supporting your animals. And here, so with a free Canva subscription, and you can pay $14 a month, I think it is, for a paid one, but you really don't need it. With this one, you can change and put your name. So I will do Yvonne's is the easiest by, Yvonne Sloan. Okay. And so now Yvonne's name is on there. And if I want to, you just do Control Z if you want it to go back to normal. It's really easy. You can move the little boxes. You wait for the little cross to come up and you can move it. You can change the colors. You can click on this little line right here. See how the color is right here? You can go ahead and you can change that to a blue if you want. So I'll do that. So it's super easy for you to go into Canva and start making this your very own. This is going to be where your logo is. So right now it's our logo. This is going to be your logo. You just pop it in there. The way to upload your logo is you just go here over here to uploads. You upload files. It'll search your computer like it just did for me. And then you put your logo and then it'll upload it right here. All of these photos here are uploaded photos. So again, super easy to use. And then we go into the hello and welcome. Again, I'm going to probably change this picture because it's our website picture. I'm going to put a different one there for you. So this will probably be, we'll probably release this next week, just so we have time to make sure there aren't any typos and that we can put blanks where you would put your information. So here, this talks about, what our mission at Animal Bonds is, but it's also going to be probably your mission as well. So you might just change the name. But again, you can, obviously the expertise may be different. So you would just update that. And don't be worried if you're just started, that's okay. You don't even have to say how many years. You can say, I'm a practitioner or I'm a teacher in the Let Animals Lead method of Animal Reiki. You don't have to put how many years there is. And then we have what is Animal Reiki. So you don't even have to think about this or create it yourself. There it is. And then we've added the 6 pillars of Animal Reiki. Here we talk about what each pillar means. Here we go here with the graphic. So you have that already uploaded for you, courtesy of Animal Reiki Source. And then if you're going to do a class, maybe you do a reflection. Like Jamie did a really wonderful introduction to Animal Reiki webinar on our website. She recorded it. And this is just kind of a workbook that goes with it so that the students can reflect on their own, kind of like a journaling session. So feel free, you could do the same thing on your website. You can make a webinar and use this as a supplement. And then here's just an extra page for notes. And then here is the 3 reasons we meditate with animals, right? We just went over, and we'll probably update that just a little bit. And then here's the Joshin Kokyoho, which we call the breath of life meditation. And we walk you through it. The smiling meditation, which we've done a few times here. So there's the smiling meditation, and the all is well mantra, a powerful daily mantra. So we don't have to go through the precepts. We don't have to get really Japanese about this. This can be just a guide that you can give to anybody, right? And without sounding woo-woo or, like, not woo-woo, but
Okay, I'm going to get down here.
too human Reiki-ish. You know what I mean? If people know human Reiki, they might think, oh, well, I'm not sure about this. So this is really just anybody can do this. And that's what I love about it. The way this is set up, the way Jamie and I put this together, it's really for anybody. You don't have to know Reiki. All you have to do is just really want to help support animals. And we might put a little section in here, why meditation is so powerful. We said it a little bit here about the benefits for people, but I think maybe that might be a good thing to add, don't you, Jamie?
I do,
About the benefits for people. And then this is what an animal Reiki session looks like, right? And so this is what we don't do. This is why this is really great to be handing out to shelters. Say, hey, look, this is what I do. Here's a workbook that we use. And that way they can see exactly what it is that you're teaching. And then here's tips for a successful meditation session. And then your goals and visions. This is, for something for your students or for anyone to just kind of use as a journal. Again, there's notes. And then ways you can make this practice a habit. And then we share different ways you can make this a daily practice.
That's 16 is the page, Leah,
For
the typo.
Oh, okay, great. So there's a typo here I've got to fix. But okay, and then we have a thank you.
Mhm.
And then you could put your information. Now this leads to our email, but and I can show you how you can do that. It's super simple. You'll see, let me move my little Zoom pull here. You'll see if you type some text, you can highlight it and you can go up here and let's see if I can. For some reason, it is not showing it. Oh, here it is.
That is the link.
You see this, the little link, you can click on that little link and then you can edit a link or search or enter a link, sorry. So we can enter, your website, you can do, animalbonds.com, or you can enter a link to an email address, info at blah, 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 whatever that is. And that way it'll bring it up for the person. So this link is a really great tool. And again, there's lots of, and we can always do, if we get enough interest, we can always do a Canva tutorial where like here, you see this picture of Titus. If I want, I can make it less transparent. That's how we do the background images. So these background images that you see, where's the tiger? Like this one of Jamie and a dog. You can click on that and then you can make it, more transparent or less transparent. So lots of ways that you can edit this, make it your own. Obviously we use these colors. You can use different colors. You can change it. And again, it's really easy. So I will stop sharing and pass it over to Jamie if thank you, Lisa. Thank you so
And
much.
this is something that they can print, or they could just send like as a PDF to someone. If
Yep.
you're, as a shelter, if you don't want to print it, you could send them the PDF. So you're going to have some options there.
I'm so glad you said that because this is how it's not intuitive. It says share and you're like, I don't want to share. I just want to make this into a PDF, right? So you click on share and you say, oh, okay, I want to download this, right? So you click on download and it gives you options up here, the file type. So we're going to say, okay, you could do JPEG, PDF standard, PDF print, and I would do PDF print. So you do PDF print and then you click download and boom, it starts to download for you. Another really wonderful service that Canva offers is, and then I'll just open this up and show you. So in my PDFs or my downloads, there is the PDF, boom. So one thing that Canva does really, really well is if you need to get something printed, if you want to get, let's say like this printed out in a bunch and it's expensive at your local printer, you can print your design. You can go here and you can choose one of the things. And I have found them to be very quick and very reasonable. No more expensive than like Vistaprint or Zazzle or anybody like that you would do like an online printing. You might find it cheaper at your local printer though. So always, print one out and then ask if they can copy that for you.
Yeah, I've used them too. And I'm fortunate I have a local printer who's just down the street who's really very inexpensive and does nice work and quickly. But if you don't, it's not a bad option at all.
I've gotten business cards printed through them. I've gotten postcards printed through them. So lots of, I've done, actually I did a print job through them for Sarah, also a handout that we did. So there's lots of different things that Canva can do for you, but this is a great start if you've never used it to go and use this template. And again, if you need help with your template, just feel free to reach out to us And there's lots of tutorials also on YouTube and through Canva, maybe also, Jamie, are there tutorials?
It has a lot of educational material. I don't know if they're videos or if you just have to read them, but
But there is a lot of help.
yeah, there is help. So, and we will let you know probably in our newsletter and on this meeting and our Facebook page when that's all ready to go, and how you access it and that type of thing. So
Absolutely.
we just have to get it in the format where you can design it, change it and design it for your colors and your look.
And I think adding that extra page with the benefits of meditation for people, so that when we talk about meditation with animals, because a lot of people know about meditation for people, but they may not realize the same benefits that happen for people, like stress relief, able to heal more quickly, able to let go of trauma, all these different things that people get from meditation. It also helps animals. So I think that just reminding people of those benefits might be a good thing to add to this. And if you think of something that you want to add, I think that would be great to tell
Yeah,
us. We can always update it.
Mhm. I just had a thought about what you just said about, is there a thought we might have? Every time I bring up meditation to people always say they really always say they don't have the time because they think it takes so much time.
I am so glad you said that,
So
because
Mhm.
our big thing, Jamie and our big catchphrase is easy peasy.
Yes.
I don't have documented, or what is it? Because I'm sorry, I have COVID brain. I don't have
no.
diagnosed ADD. I don't have diagnosed ADD, but I have ADD brain. I'm like, I cannot stop, right? I'm sure all of you can, it's like no shock to any of you that are here that that is my brain, but it is. So do you think that it is easy for me to go, I'm going to meditate for 15 minutes? No, but there are lots of ways. We have hacks.
Yes.
You don't have to be, all is well. That is a meditation.
Mhm.
The all is well mantra. And you can tell people that. Just say, hey, wake up in the morning, say all is well 3 times, say it 3 more times at night. In 2 weeks, come back to me and tell me if you feel more peace. That is a meditation. If someone runs, that is a meditation. If someone writes, that is a meditation. Anything where you are completely present and focused on is a meditation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when we sit with animals, even though we might not be all in this deep meditation, what we can do is just repeat all is well, focus on our breath, and really be mindful about that breath. Just focusing on the breath, the breathing. That's the easiest way. When we slow our breath, we slow our mind. That is a meditation.
And that
And
doesn't
that's why, oh, go ahead, Jamie, sorry.
I was going to say that doesn't take that long,
No.
a few breaths and our brain has slowed down and we're changing our system and our body. It doesn't take that much. And that's also one of the pages in the, the hacks that we put in there, how to make it a habit, helps people incorporate this into their daily life. Because I think people think, oh, you got to be a monk and, you're sitting and you have to have a special place. And none of that is true. I mean, that you can, but you can incorporate in this, your daily life, driving to work.
Well, you just ask people too, like when they say that, because that is a very common response.
Yes, it
You
is.
say, do you have 2 minutes a day? Like, do you literally have 1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night? If you do, then you can meditate. And all is well is the simplest, easiest meditation to do. And so I think that that's a really easy way to let people know, hey, you don't have to be someone who can easily fall into meditation, or you don't have to change your life to start incorporating something. Everybody wakes up in the morning, everybody goes to sleep at night, and just before you close your eyes, all is well. And just connecting it to the breath, right? Breathing in, all is well. Breathing in, all is well. Breathing in, all is well. So all is well is on the out breath, right? And that immediately, or the smiling meditation that we, Dalai Lama says, if you don't have time to meditate, exactly, and that's exactly right. I think that Gandhi said that too when they were talking to him about, I think it was Gandhi, about not having enough time in the day to do something. Like he only had an hour and he goes, oh, well, then I better meditate for 2 hours then, right? Because you create more space with meditation. And Darlene said 100%. Yes.
Absolutely.
Good, I agree. Exactly. We're all in agreement, but you know what? How hard is it for us sometimes to remember? That's why we have this call every week, because we really want to support each other, not just us supporting you, but you supporting us too, to all remind each other, you know what? We have this amazing gift, this amazing practice, but yet we're not using it. So we remind ourselves, let's use it. Let's do this.
And you know, anything we lose track of time in is really meditation, and we can do that with anything. You can do that with your ironing, Yvonne. You know, if you just really focus on that, you know, that could be a quick meditation. So I think
I'll
have
be meditating for days. I don't know if you can see that panel.
I love that. I
That's
love
I'll
that.
be completely zoned out in the next 3 days looking at this picture.
That's a good time though. It's a good time to focus on your breath.
yeah.
Just focus on you. So I want to say hi to Mel. Mel just joined us. I love seeing her little kitty there. Hello, Mel. And we're talking about a new, I'm just going to share my screen really quickly since Mel just joined. So we are offering this new introduction to animal Reiki guide that we're going to be selling for either 15 or 20, I think $20, so we could donate $5 to Sarah.
I think that'd be
But
nice.
it's one that you are going to be able to customize, put your own logo, put your own name, change the colors if you want, put your own pictures. I'll do a little tutorial about how you can do all those different things when we sell it. But probably look for this next week. Just wanted to do that really quickly since you just joined.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we can move on and
Yes.
what's going on with everybody else? What's your questions? What's happening?
I know Angela, I want to give a little bit of preference to Angela.
Hello?
She's the teacher. I mean, she's the teacher. She's my student in my class tonight. And I just want to make sure that she doesn't have any questions that she needs answered before class. So if you all don't mind, I'm going to give her a little bit of preference for that. Sorry, Mel, not to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, I don't really have any questions. I've been practicing at night the chant, and I've been doing it in bed, laying down, and I feel like I'm getting stronger and stronger in that chant. And I also notice my pets are usually in the bedroom. I have 4 of them, and I have a dog that's on hospice, and sometimes his breath is really labored, and he seems to ease up a little bit with his breath. So I've been doing it every night religiously, and I think it's really helping, and I think it's helping me too, because you know, I have some anxiety issues and don't sleep well, and that's all I wanted to say.
Well, and so the chant that Angela is talking about is the Choku-rei chant, right,
Yeah.
Angela? So the
Yeah, last week. And then I listened to the video recording, and I also chant along with that, just for my own benefit too. And I like it. It's very helpful.
Well, it's very grounding, and it's no surprise that you are finding that your dog is like breathing slower because everything's starting to calm down, right?
Yeah.
There's really a lot of power in the grounding of Choku-rei. So you can either, if you don't know the chanting, it's O-U-A-E, so you'll be O-U-A-E, or you can just say Choku-rei, Choku-rei, Choku-rei. I think everyone here knows the chant, but for those listening that may not know that, you can just say Choku-rei, Choku-rei, Choku-rei. That's a really grounding feeling. And so for your animals, the more grounded, again, like, you know, it's the mirroring. The more grounded you are, the more grounded they are, the more relaxed they are. So it is no surprise that your dog is starting to relax. I don't know if you want to say something about that.
Yeah, he totally is. And that was just a good, a good week with practicing the chanting and
Yay!
do it.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad. Yay. So Mel, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. I think you were going to say something and I just want to turn it over to you really quickly.
Oh, I love it. So this is on
Pardon?
Canva.
We can hear you, but you're breaking up just a little.
Oh, sorry. Is this on Canva?
Oh, the introduction, yes. And what we'll sell you is we'll sell you a template, and that template will have a link, and you'll go straight to Canva. You already have a Canva account, so it'll open up in your Canva, and then you can edit it at will.
I
And you
love
can
it.
use
It's
you can
awesome.
print it, you can put all your branding on it, call it your own, change the copyright so that it's your name, your copyright. This is yours. Like we created this and we started to use it. We're like, you know what? This isn't something that we should just keep to ourselves. This is something we should give to anybody and everybody that is a Let Animals Lead, because it really wouldn't apply to anybody who's not Let Animals Lead. And really help support you all in not only doing introduction classes, but also in sharing what it is you do with the public.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
That's
Thanks.
absolutely great. So I actually had yesterday I did a meditation with my cats and stuff because but my girl cat, like she gets very energetic when I crave me. But
Oh, you're
I
breaking
focus-
up, Mel. You're breaking up. No,
No, I can't hear you.
now,
a little better. Try talking.
hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Okay, we hear the hello. Oops.
No,
Nope.
I'm gonna turn it over. I'm gonna ask while you're figuring that out real fast, Mel, I just want to turn it over to Lisa for a minute because Lisa's joining us. I want to say hi, Lisa. I know Jamie wants to say hi. This is your first time here. And so we would love if you have a question or would like to share.
Oh, well, I guess what I'll share is it's not directly related to the conversation that we were just having, but
That's okay.
That's all right.
I'm pretty excited because I have been working at a job that I got about a year and a half ago. It had been a dream job for me at one time, and then I didn't manage to get it, and for various reasons, and then I sort of let go of it. And then about a year and a half ago, I got asked to do this job. It's working at the Metropolitan Opera in New York, and
Oh my gosh.
so it's
Ooh.
sort of a
That's perfect for you.
yeah, well, it kind of is, but what I want to share is that it's become very, very, very clear to me now, after having grown up in New York City and spent, my entire life very attached to it in one way or another, that I am letting go of that and realizing that where I really, really, really want to be and need to be is with animals. And so even though I've been sort of backburnering a lot of stuff out of just time management issues, and the animal Reiki being and the Let Animals Lead being part of that, it's very, very clear to me that that's where I need to go, and very soon. So I'm, by being here, and I'm hoping to be here more often, I'm just kind of slowly stepping back in and sorting things out. So anyway, that's my share for today.
I love that. I love that you're really like realizing that. And I think that that's the power of our practice too, is that we start to realize what feels right for us, what is best for us, what brings us joy, what brings us happiness, and where we feel most at peace, right?
Absolutely.
I love that so much.
And then finding the courage to follow that, because sometimes that can be really scary, You know, it might mean big changes or whatever, you know, when it's like, I feel good doing this, but, you know, but our practice helps us have that courage to lean into it.
Oh, I love
Yes.
it.
And it also really helps to have a wonderful, caring, supportive, understanding community
Mhm.
to
Yes.
help with that. So,
Absolutely. I'm so glad you say that, Lisa, because that's really what we're here for. It's to help support all of us, each other, because we all go through difficult times. We all have challenges that come up. And this is the place to like get that support and say, yes, you are on the right road. Or, you know, maybe now is not the right time. You know, whatever that is, however it looks, we're always here to support that and help you through it. So I'm so pleased and honored that you're here with us today. And I'm so excited for you that you are taking that next step. And that intro guide is like a perfect first start too. I'm very excited for you.
me too. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa.
That is great to hear.
There she is. There's
Yep,
Mel.
now we can
Now we
hear
can hear you.
Sorry, my battery was running low.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Are you? Oh,
Maybe.
uh-oh.
Hello?
Yeah.
I'm in the same situation. Sort of. I have to, electricity, everything is going up. So I have to try and find a higher paying job at the moment.
Mhm.
And it's not something that I want to do. And it's the job that I got an offer for. I have to get vaccinated and wear a mask all day long, and I don't want to do either. So I really have to, you know, contemplate what I want to take against all my beliefs that I stand
Oh, you're breaking up
Very
again.
hard.
Breaking up, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that just like to address the gist of what you're kind of going through, it really is, I think, important for us to always remember that the universe looks out for us. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, you're always being cared for. So if something doesn't feel right, meditate on it and know that if this isn't right, something better will come through. I just went through this with my friend where she was just freaking out about all these different things that were happening. And it's just like, just take a deep breath, things, and everything that seemed like for it was a leasing issue, and all these attorneys that she called, no one was getting back to her. And I kept telling her that's because the right one hasn't come up. And she was crying and she was stressed. And it's like, blah, blah. Finally, you know, I was able to get the name of this one woman, and then we lost the name. And so she called her once and she really liked her. And then we lost the name. And I said, don't worry, it's all going to come out. Well, we found the name. She told, and this lady has like, she's going to get $23,000 thanks to this lady from her landlords. So it's like everything works out. But when we're in that moment,
Wow.
when we're in that moment of stress, right? Whether it's a job or a situation that's happening to us, it is very hard for us. And this is scientifically proven because you're in high beta. So your brain is going and you can't settle down. So it's really important to reach out to other people and get Reiki treatments, or you just try and find time when you can breathe and relax. Mika wants to be involved in this. She wanted to add something. And really calm yourself so that you can have clarity and know that all is well. Trust that all is well. It's when we don't trust that we start to feel fear and pain. And so, yes, that other job where you want to get vaccinated, you just tell the universe, you know that, Mel, this is the type of job I want, and I don't want to have to get vaccinated. I don't want to have whatever I don't want, but then say exactly what you do want too, right? Also say,
I know.
I want to be supported. I want to be appreciated, you know, all those wonderful things, because it will work out for you. It always does for each and every,
No, I understand.
you know?
I get it. You're right. You're absolutely right. And that's why I did a long meditation. And since I've been so stressed, my Reiki is literally activating inside of me on its own constantly. And I'm getting so hot, my whole body, because it's just trying to like calm me down, heal me. And I mean, it's been a firestorm inside of me, because it's literally just saying, chill out. we got this, and I get it, and so, and I mean, my angels even told me once, everything that I need is divinely given to me. And I
Exactly.
do believe that.
Yeah.
I do believe that it's just one of those situations where it's like, okay, $500 for propane. Where is it coming from?
Right.
It's just a big thing, but back to Sunny. Yesterday, this is the first time where because I called up on all the symbols, all of them in one shot. I was like, we need all of it. And she laid there on her back and she was spread eagle with all her paws like to the side on her back and just like looking at me and like, this is so good. And I'm trying to help her lose weight. So I'm trying to help her cells like activate so that her metabolism speeds up a little, and whatever the intentions I put in, I'm trying to help her. And,
Well, and
and
she's
my
trying to
other
help
one-
you. She's trying to help you. So we
Yes.
talked earlier, you weren't on yet, but we talked about mirroring. When we are stressed, our animals are stressed. When we're at peace, our animals are at peace. When we're happy and content, our animals are happy and content. So it's that mirroring of what we put out, we get back, right? And so,
Mhm.
really going deep into that, Mel, because I know you're a really positive person, and just
Oh yeah.
be positive and loving and know that, her metabolism is going to come into balance. Everything is going to be well. Everything always works out.
Oh yeah, she was well, and I believe that with the mirroring, because I've been seeing a lot of mirroring numbers lately. Like
Oh, nice.
12 and 21, 12, like I've just been seeing a lot of mirroring happening in general. So it's there's stuff is happening in the background. I just can't see it, or so I just have to trust that it's there.
And that is exactly why we go back to that all is well mantra.
Mhm.
It's the simplest, easiest thing. And it's so funny you say that about mirroring, because when you were just sharing that, it was 11:11 here in California or in Oregon. So that's so funny.
Oh, nice. Yay.
Well, thanks so much, Mel. We
Yes,
always love
thank
having
you.
you.
Thank
And I
you.
know everything is going to work out, and keep us posted.
Yes.
Will do.
Yes.
So
yes.
who
And
else?
little Nika's kind of a star.
Oh yeah, she decided she needed to jump up and get involved in this.
That's
She must
right.
like well, it's a lot of really wonderful energy today. So
Yes.
she must
Mhm.
really like that.
Mine are moving around, so who knows what's going to happen here? But
I know Lisa said she wanted a dog with a beard, and I said, I'll send her to you. She's a handful.
oh, little Nika.
So who else would like to share? Anybody? Marilyn, I think you had something. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I had and it was timely actually, because it happened yesterday. I had a challenging situation. I was at the shelter, and a dog was just surrendered soon after I got there. And so the staff took the dog into its private kennel, and there was one other dog who has issues there, but they were quite separated. And so I thought, well, I'd like to support the new dog. And so I brought that up to one of the staff members, and he said, oh yeah, great. But don't, because he's new, I'd like you to stay outside the room. Okay, not even go into the room and sit next to the kennel, but outside the room. Okay, so I understood. However, here's the challenge. I'm sitting now, this dog, the new dog, is mirroring the other dog who barks because she's quite anxious. So there's constant barking, both. And then the new guy is kind of like, like a little whine. And so there I am. And I'm having a really difficult time relaxing. I was having a difficult time, and I'm talking to myself and, okay, this meditation is going to be really good for you. And if it's good for you, it's good for them. And that's why I tried, and I was not successful. I just stood up, and I did take a picture of the new dog and told it that I would send him my love from home, and reassured him and all that he was in a loving place. So, but any thoughts on that?
Lots of
I mean,
thoughts.
oh,
Lots of
okay.
thoughts. Jamie, do you want to go first?
Oh, just was
Well,
like,
so this is a very stressful situation for the dog, and it may not be as receptive as other animals might be that have been there a while. I mean, that's a really traumatic time right then, right there, first coming in, doesn't know what's going on. So probably, maybe not as receptive to just calming down and still in that fear situation. And it's not that necessarily it didn't accept some of it. We just don't know, but right then probably wasn't a great time. I think it was fine to be outside of the room, because being in there would have probably caused more stress on the animal. And so just stepping back. And I don't know if you found it difficult to be outside of the room and to really concentrate and
yeah,
so-
that's why I'm bringing this up, because what can I do?
Mhm.
Because it's bound to happen again with, other animals. What can I do to calm myself?
So Lisa, I think, Lisa, you had your
Yeah.
finger up, so go ahead.
Yeah, I have this happen fairly frequently at our local shelter in Vermont. And I can certainly relate to that feeling of frustration and almost a failure feeling at not being able
Yes.
to get into that meditative state. But I mean, the fact is that to have a successful meditation, there just are certain conditions that make it at least optimal. One of which is, a relative level of quiet. And when dogs are constantly stress barking really loud, it's very, very hard to focus and relax. And so what I started doing, first of all, I take some music in with me and I play it for them, usually on my phone. I
Yeah.
just find some relaxing music and play that. And then I actually just focus on myself, and I just sit there and breathe. I don't try to go any deeper. I'm not thinking about what success looks like. I'm just totally staying in the moment and breathing and acknowledging the fact that the dogs are stressed and that they're barking, and that there probably isn't anything I or anyone else can do about it at that moment. But I just focus on trying to put out as much love and calm as I can without necessarily feeling like I've got to be meditating, Sometimes
Absolutely.
you just can't. So for whatever that's
Earplugs
worth.
are another good one. Yvonne, you have your hand up. Thank you so
Yes,
much, Lisa, by the way. That was excellent,
Yes.
perfect advice. I love that.
Yeah, thanks. I just wonder, Marilyn, if it's maybe a block that you feel you have to see the animal, because when you said you took a photograph so you could send it later, I wondered if you've got a subconscious block that you need to be able to see the animal to send it, rather than just thinking about the animal and visualizing the animal. And maybe just a suggestion, but to work on actually not having to see the animal. Maybe the next couple of times you go, maybe consciously don't go into the room, even though you can. So you get yourself up to speed, so you know that you can still send it and they can receive it when you're in a different room. And then again, when you send distant Reiki, maybe practice not looking at the animal and just send by thinking of them. Just a
Okay.
suggestion that might help.
I appreciate that. The reason I took the picture was I'm thinking I'd be more successful.
Mm-hmm. And when we start out, I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. Although I agree with Yvonne, it's like a good practice not to have to see a picture. But if that's what helps you get into the space, that's totally fine to do. We have to set ourselves up for success and the animals up for success. So putting in earplugs, listening to music on your own headset. It's really like Lisa said, go inward and let go of everything outward, because it is not, you aren't this powerful healer that's coming in. And if your magic isn't just perfect, it's not going to work. No, it's all about us going inward and our energy going outward. And when we can really focus more closely going inward, like Lisa was saying, either through playing music or just focusing on the breath, then your energy starts to calm down. Again, mirroring, right? So you're stressed, and now this dog is stressed, and it's like, there's more stress than there is peace right here, right? So we have to do everything we can in those situations. Either walk away, just go outside and sit in the quiet and offer the Reiki space, because our limiting beliefs tell us that we have to be right next to them. We have to be right outside the door. But I'm here to tell you, and I know Jamie's experience, we've all experienced this, those of us who have been doing it a long time. The minute you think of that animal is connected. We are deaf and dumb when it comes to energy, but animals are hyper sensitive. The minute our thoughts go to them, they feel it. So that's why, when I'm so stressed, this didn't work. That's really just bringing the energy down. But if it's like, you know what? I'm going to go to a peaceful place. I'm going to go to a peaceful place where I feel at peace. Now I can sit or maybe you're at home or you're just outside the shelter. And then also, like Jamie said, giving that dog the space to decompress, right? If you were thrown into prison for the first day in prison and somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to do some meditation, you'd be like, I don't care about this meditation. I have no idea where I am, what's going to happen to me, so we have to allow that animal the space to decompress. And so Lisa, thank you so much for offering that, because that was really wonderful, effective advice. Everything that Jamie and I would say. And I don't know, Jamie, if you want to say something to close that out.
I just like to think of it as, there is this consciousness that we are all connected to, right? And the animals are connected to it. We tend to disconnect a little easier. So the way we reconnect is we go inward. And we become quiet. And when we go inward and we connect to that consciousness, whatever you want to call it, I call it consciousness, then we're connecting to everyone else, including the animals. And so definitely it's just, it's about, I love this law of mirrors. I really do, because that's what it is. The law of mirrors. We have to become peaceful, and then the animal will also become peaceful.
Well, and I love what Yvonne said too about, when we get attached to having to see the animal or see a picture or whatever it is, then we're also creating an attachment. Yes. Whereas when we can let go of that attachment and just focus on our breath, focus on our imaging, right? You can imagine that animal as happy, as peaceful, because that imagery creates joy and peace, right? So don't be afraid. You can visualize things. There's nothing wrong with that. So I love that Yvonne brought that up as well, because that
Mhm.
is a really important thing for us to remember, that when we get attached to, oh, I have to be, somewhere where I could see them, or I have to look at a picture, because, when I first started out, I had to.
Oh, yeah.
I
Mhm.
had to look at a picture. I couldn't do it but that's a training wheel, right? And you're far enough along, Marilyn, where I think your energy is a lot more powerful than you think. And it's really trusting yourself and your practice. Like Yvonne had mentioned, it's just a
Mhm.
limiting belief a little bit. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look perfect. All that is really important is sending love and saying, acknowledge, I know it's chaotic here. It will get quieter. Sending love, sending peace, right? But thank you for that. That is
Thank
really,
you.
hopefully
Thank you,
this is
Lisa,
all
and
really
everybody.
helpful.
Thanks, Yvonne. Yes, thank you. Lisa, are you in Vermont? I thought you
Yeah, well,
said New York.
I'm a Vermonter, and that's where I still consider my home base to be. So, but
Oh.
I'm in both places. I'm back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
I live in Vermont.
Where?
Where? Springfield.
Oh, well,
Where are
I'm
you?
in Brattleboro these days.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, we should meet
Nice.
halfway or something.
Yeah, I would love
I
it.
don't live too far away from Brattleboro either. I live on
Oh.
north central Mass.
Oh,
Who's that?
Yeah,
That's Mel.
Mel.
maybe
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
maybe like an hour,
Yeah.
maybe like an hour from Brattleboro.
Hey,
Huh.
Now, you guys should all plan
Yeah.
a day to get together, practice, just talk and support each other. I love that so
that'd
much.
be great.
That is cool.
Hey.
Yay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Is there a way to email? Oh, how would I email?
Let's see,
or-
Marilyn. I don't know if I have Lisa and Mel's emails, but I don't believe I have yours, but we can get it through. We have it through Animal Bonds. So,
Yeah, okay.
or you could just pop it
And
in the chat.
Sarah.
I was gonna say, you could put it in the chat and then you guys
Oh,
could.
wow.
But I might have it. If you're in Sarah, then I have it. If you're in Sarah, then I do have it.
All right.
So,
Okay.
no worries there. But I know we're at the end now, and I don't know if we want to just do a short meditation, Jamie.
We got 3 minutes, so we could do a short one.
Do you want to lead us in one?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'd love that.
All right, so let's all just get comfortable. And go ahead and close your eyes. You can bring your hands in Gassho. Set your intention to just experience a few minutes of peace and connection. And you can place your hands in your lap if you like, whatever's comfortable for you. And just take a nice slow breath in, pulling it all the way down to the belly, igniting that light that resides inside of us. And then on the exhale, just feel that light travel up your body, illuminate your body, and go out into the space around you. Take another breath in, pulling it all the way down to the belly, igniting that light. And exhale and release the light back to the universe. Take another breath in, all the way down, igniting that light, and exhale the light out. Breathe in, pull it all the way down, and exhale out the light. Breathe in, your entire body is illuminated now. And exhale this light back out to the universe. Now let your breath find just a natural rhythm and sit in this space for a moment. If your mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath, following your breath. Feel everything relax. Tension disappears. And feel the peace fill your body. And know that you can return to this peaceful, quiet space whenever you need to today, whenever you want, by simply slowing down your breath and following it. And right now, go ahead and put your hands in Gaso again. Give thanks for this beautiful energy that flows through us. Take another deep breath in, pulling it all the way down to the hara, a nice cleansing breath, bringing you back to this space that you're in. Notice your body, the room you're in, the chair you're sitting on. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes.
I want to say thank you, and I love the brochure, and look at my cat
I
relaxing.
know, I see that. So sweet.
And earlier he was biting my hands. I don't know if you saw me going like this because he wanted to play, but he's sleeping now.
Mhm.
Thank you for relaxing.
Marilyn's cat is sleeping too.
That's so cute.
Can I just say very quickly, Leah, I think you should leave the picture of you and your dog on the front.
Oh,
I know how precious he was, and I think, you know, obviously he's helped you through a lot, and you've been there helping us all through Reiki, so it's there to be
I'll put a
changed.
picture of her in there for sure.
It's a beautiful picture, so
Yeah.
thank you for all the work that you've done in creating it. It's amazing.
Yeah, Jamie and I are really excited to share this with all of you. We're very happy. So look for it next week. We'll have some probably other things added to it thanks to this call, which is really wonderful. This is what we all improve. We all support each other. So happy to have Catherine here. I know she had some audio problems, but Catherine, we were so excited that you joined us. And you know, if you do have audio or you think you might not have great audio, submit your question ahead of time because we can talk about it, discuss it, share. And Marilyn, thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing that with us because, you know, it's difficult. This is the safe place. We all have been there and exactly where you are. And
Yes.
so we can all give you some really great advice. And thank you so much,
Oh,
Lisa.
you're
And
welcome.
Catherine
Thank
is
you, everybody.
also,
Now.
Catherine is also a Vermonter. So
Nice.
there's another Vermonter.
Oh my gosh. Well, there we go.
You can start a
I
book.
love that. Yay. Okay, well, I will put all of you. So Lisa and Catherine, I don't know if I have Catherine's email address, but Lisa and Mel and Marilyn. Okay. All right. We will get all of you connected. This is so
Yay.
great.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
everyone.
See you tonight,
Thank
Angela.
you.
See you tonight, Darlene.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Are you feeling better, Leah?
Oh, yeah. Slowly. Thank you.
I'm so, do you,
I know. It's a bummer. Oh, well. This too shall pass.
That's right.
Bye. Bye, Marilyn. Bye, Darlene.
Bye,
Mel.
Jamie.
Bye, Mel.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Darlene and Mel.